barn, which the Hoffmans had been turning into an end-of-season maze for the last few years. Tonight was opening night. It was Friday, exactly 2 weeks before Halloween, and folks were arriving in droves, their excitement palpable in the small-town air. The superb setting added to the mood. Crisp fall air had settled over the town, and the leaves were brilliant with color. Fall in New England. Some whispered the Hoffmans were doing the corn maze for the money, that things had been tough for dairy farmers, and especially for the Hoffman family in recent years. Stan was still too new to Frog Ledge to know if that was true or not, but she did like corn mazes. If the doggie birthday party she was running ended at a decent hour, she'd like to take a trip through it. Danny was never good at following directions. Brenda winked at him. "I used to babysit him," she explained to Stan. Danny rolled his eyes. "Like 1,000,000 years ago? So you think the chainsaw would be cool in the maze?" His eyes brightened again at the thought. "You probably shouldn't have said that," Brenna said to Stan. "I guess not." "No," Stan said to Danny. "I think the chainsaw might be a bit much for most people, not to mention a liability." "So you're gonna tell Mom?" He jumped from foot to foot, teenage adrenaline raging. "Just go put it away before you actually slice someone up by mistake. The last thing your parents need is someone losing a limb on their property." Brenna shook her head. "We'll go find your mother. We have to set up for the doggie party." "She's in the house," Danny pointed, "and thanks for not telling her." He took off running toward the cow enclosures, the weight of the chainsaw dragging one side of him down, giving him a monster-like moonlit shadow. Stan looked at Brenna, who shrugged. "The Hoffmans have always been a little crazy. Emily's sweet, though. It's Hal and the kids you have to worry about. They're all a little nuts. Come on, we should get set up. The maze opens soon. Wait till you see it. It's getting way better every year." From her house 2 doors away, Stan had watched the transformation from neighborhood farm to Halloween wonderland with the same excitement she'd had as a kid heading to a scary haunted house. The Happy Cow Dairy Farm's innocent-by-day atmosphere had become a Halloween junkie's dream. Illuminated figures lit up the yard every few feet, from witches to ghosts to scary scarecrows to arched-backed black cats. Even the roof of the barn where the dairy cows stayed had been draped with glittering cobwebs and enormous spiders. Off to the right, the Hoffmans' farmhouse was strung with purple and orange lights, more cobwebs, and evil-looking pumpkin faces flashing eerily in the dusk. A family of skeletons sat on the porch, clustered around a table. Their bony mouths lit up with green lights every few seconds. Other decorations hung from the roof or swung from trees, ghostly or witchy figures dancing a macabre dance in the moonlight. Stan loved Halloween. In a family of people who were Christmas types, she'd always been the odd one who adored getting scared senseless every October. While she'd first been skeptical about her dairy farm neighbor taking on a ghoulish persona, she wasn't one to turn up her nose at any type of Halloween festivities, as long as they were reasonably well done. And it looked like the Hoffmans were pretty good at this after all, aside from the ad hoc chainsaw. "You're going to go through the maze later, right?" Brenna clearly itched to partake in the festivities. "Did you see the pictures of the design? It's a witch on a broom. Pretty cool, right?" "I did see it. They did a nice job, and I'd love to check it out. We'll have to see how the party goes first." Stan checked her watch as they made their way to the farmhouse. Is this really the town's first doggy costume party? Brenna turned back to Stan and arched an eyebrow. Before she could respond, a ghost popped up off the grass and screamed at her. She and Stan both jumped. "Oh, cool. I haven't seen those in years." Stan stopped to admire the ghost, which immediately dropped to the ground in preparation for the next unsuspecting soul who stepped on the booby trap. They're going all out this year. Anyway, you think people really had doggy...